Hello, Sundari. Today's video is going to be a review of the Fix My Curls Curl Quenching Hair Butter and Curl Quenching Flaxseed Jelly. A little bit of a disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. I purchased these myself. I was actually one of the, I think the first 100 or something to buy this because I bought it the second it was launched. I was so amped up to purchase this. I have been using these for about a month now, up until I could actually use, and I just kept a little bit in the tube to just use later on for this video. As you guys know, I have been following the curly girl routine on and off. I use a lot of different products on my hair, and sometimes I just really like to purchase different products because I know you guys would be interested in them, and Fix My Curl is one of those brands. I have whatever product I've used till date I've actually really liked, so that's why whenever they launch a new product I'm like, Let's first start with the jelly because that is something that I really like. The Fix My Curls Curl Quenching Flaxseed Jelly retails for about 210 rupees for 50 gram of product. I love the smell of this. This is like one of those, there was this perfume by Body Shop. I think it was like white musk or white vanilla or something like that. It's like a very warm, I dropped it on my t-shirt. In terms of texture, it kind of has a very usable texture when you compare it to the normal flaxseed jelly that you make at home. The flaxseed jelly that I make at home is very difficult to apply on the hair because it kind of clumps together. This, however, is very easy to use. It has a lot of slip, which is quite surprising, and it is very, very hydrating. The smell of it is something that I absolutely love. The texture of this is something that I really, really like. This is something that you can use by its own self. I have done that when I'm running out of time. Just a little disclaimer, I don't have tight curls. I have wavy hair that is a bit curly from here and there. That's how I see my hair. So and my hair is also very, very light. So for somebody that has really light hair, this has a really good hold. When you do apply this much of a product on my whole hair, it has a lot of hold. It dries pretty quickly. It's very easy to use. You can disperse it on wet hair, and I really like the way it looks. It also helps, for some reason this gel also helps in separating your curls and then letting them dry separately. So this is really good if you like a lot of clumps in your hair, which is, everybody really likes clumps in their hair, but this actually helps in that. Curl Quenching Hair Butter retails for about 235 rupees for 50 grams of product. Now both of these are available in a bigger packaging as of now. I think I saw it like 2 or 3 weeks ago on their channel, on their Instagram page, that they are introducing bigger sizes because people really like both of these, so that's not a surprise. Curl Quenching Hair Butter looks exactly like what it sounds. It is a hair butter. You do need very, very little of this if you don't really want a lot of hydration. The consistency of this is just like any butter, but because it dispenses out of this tube, it feels like it's not that thick, but when you do apply it on your hair, it just gets absorbed into your hair very, very quickly. You won't even see it, like you'll see it in your hands, and then the second you apply it in your hair, you will notice that your hair is just like soaked it all up. So that is something that I really like. It is very easy for you to overdo this because you will apply it on your hand and then you'll apply it on your hair and it'll just go zoop, and then you'll be like, maybe I should use more, and then you'll keep on using more. So try to not do that. Just take very little of this if your hair isn't feeling super dry. If you have used a deep conditioner before your curl routine, I would suggest just taking this much. If you are like me and your hair felt a bit too dry, then you can take any amount that you actually use. Compared to the other hair butters that you would use, I would suggest use a tiny bit less of this. A little goes a long way for this hair butter. It can make your hair look a bit way down, but you have to decide how much you want to apply this product. A little goes a long way according to me. So yeah, this also does a very good job at being a hair butter. One issue that I had, which is actually a very big issue, is the smell of this. I was kind of stupid enough to use new products and then travel, so I had to go somewhere and I used both of these products on my hair. It was the first time that I used it, and I had to sit in a car. Now the thing with me is that I have a sinus issue, and a lot of times if there are a lot of really strong scents around me, I do tend to get headaches, and they turn into like migraine, and then my sinus starts to hurt. It's like a whole like ordeal. I had to go lie down after I came back because the headache was just too much. But the next day I braved it and I sniffed both of these, and my nose told me that it was the hair butter that was the problem. Sadly, I haven't been able to use the hair butter as much as I have used the jelly, because the scent of this was just it inducing so much of trauma for my brain. It was quite bad. But I have also seen on their Instagram, I saw that the founder said that a lot of other people also found the smell of this quite infuriating for their sinuses, so they have decided to change the scent of this, which is great. Smell of the curl quenching hair butter is actually something that induces headaches usually as well. It just smells like a very heavy perfume that, wait, let me just wait, it's very close to, oh yeah, so I by mistake, no, did somebody give me, no, so they've actually bought this perfume for me. This is the Coco Mademoiselle Chanel. This is very, very strong for my nose, and this is even stronger. So if you're somebody that has sniffed Coco Chanel Mademoiselle, which is like a lot of people have this scent, this is way stronger than this one. I think the smell that's closest to this smell is the number 5 by Chanel. So I really don't like that perfume. It's very, very strong. It smells very confident, but it's not a smell that agrees. My brain doesn't, my head doesn't agree to that smell. So yeah, if they hadn't changed the smell, I don't think I would have recommended this product. So let's see how exactly I use both of these products on my hair. Apply all my products on dripping wet hair, or else my hair just does not accept the product for some godforsaken reason. And now I'm gonna take the hair butter. This is the amount that I take. I know, gasp, it's too much, but there is a method to this madness. Okay, I'm just gonna zhuzh the product around on my hands, and then I like to apply starting from the very tip of the hair, and then I'll go in the midsection, and then whatever is left on my hands, I'm gonna apply it closer to my scalp. Never ever start from the base of your hair if you are using any hair butter. As you guys can see, I'm actually raking my hair away from my scalp. This also helps in the product not building up on your scalp. On top of that, it also helps in your hair drying in a better way. I keep on doing that consistently up until all of my hair is away from my scalp. Believe me, you really, really need to do this. And I don't really brush my hair or anything because my hair is too light, and I just do it with my fingers, and then I start scrunch it, dunch. I scrunch a lot. You kind of raked your hair away from your scalp, so now when you're scrunching, you can literally reach further back on your head, as you can see here, as compared to if you were just to like have like a slop of hair throughout your scalp. So I scrunch a lot, and then I take a mug of water and I dip only the ends of the hair. I scrunch this up until all of the extra water is out of my hair, and then I go for the jelly. So I take about this much of jelly. I know you might think that it's not a lot. Believe me, it is a lot for my hair. So I gently apply this gel all over my hair. When my hair stops dripping water, I like to move my hair back and forth and do more scrunches. This really helps in your hair drying in a very dynamic way as compared to just like doing it in the front section. I still keep on scrunching my hair though, don't get me wrong. I just turn on my fan, and in this disgusting Delhi heat, it dries pretty quickly. And this is my hair at about 75% dry. What I like to do is scrunch and then hold the hair in place to make sure that my curls don't really look withered out. And this is my hair dry. As you can see, this gel is ridiculously good. It's so stiff, my hair. And I just take my hand, just scrunch out the crunch. A lot of people use like satin and silk and all that. I don't really do use that right now because it's too hot, and I ain't nobody got time for that. This me taking b-roll for my hair, but it ended up being a narcissistic endeavor because my hair looked so good and I was feeling myself. I was feeling my anyways. So I know I have to cut my hair. Please don't point that out, okay? Thank you. This is the crazy way that I get volume up in my roots, up in here. I just zhuzh them around and look at that. And the wind blowing is making everything look better. Look at what is wrong with my curtains. They're going crazy. Stop it. Get some help. And look at I just randomly got this lutta in this video. Even I was like, what? Look at that. Boings. Let's go back to yeah, let's do that. Okay. So as you guys saw, I absolutely love the sort of effect both of these products give. Sometimes I just use the jelly and just be done with it because I don't really have a lot of time, and sometimes I use both of these together, which is very rare because of this thing smelling like the way it does. But definitely if they're going to be changing the scent, I will be buying both of these together again. Most of the time I prefer my own flaxseed gel because I feel like it gives my hair more bounce for some reason, but I would highly recommend both of these products to people that have hair like mine. If you have hair like mine, which is essentially light hair, wavy hair, hair that needs a lot of definition, hair that gets frizzy really fast, and hair that dries really fast, I would suggest that you try both of these. I don't really know how this is going to go for people that have thick hair. If you have hair that gets easily weighed down, I would suggest the jelly and not the hair butter. If you're somebody that has very thick luscious hair that needs a lot of strength from a gel, I don't really think both of these are for you. I feel like you can do with other jellies that have more hold, but this jelly and this hair butter together is perfect for somebody that has hair like mine. You have to make sure that you apply very little of this, but I would suggest that you wait up until they change the smell of this. If you buy old stock, I wouldn't suggest the hair butter. I know the smell is going to just turn you off. You wouldn't want to use it. So wait for the brand to change the smell and then buy this one. You guys can definitely check these out. They're available on Amazon, on their own website. They have their own Instagram and everything, so you guys can follow them if you really want to. If you have used both of these, and if you have hair like mine, or if you have thicker hair, if you have any other sort of viewpoint about these products, definitely share them in the comment section. It really helps a lot of people, guys. I am just one person, as I say in every single video, that my view is not the only view that's important, and what you guys feel about all these products is as important as what I'm saying. So you should definitely leave that in the comment section, what sort of hair type you have, if you dislike the smell of this, if you really like the smell of this, how exactly your experience has been with both of these products, and what sort of hair you have, what sort of weather condition you stay in, and what other products you actually use on your hair. Yeah, that's about it. Morning.